Wow. You know, it was June the 18th, 2004. Realistically, 20 years ago. And I tell you, I am still in awe. I'm riding on a wave of grace, gratitude, peace, followed up by love. And last week on June the 18th, 2024, I had the honor to invite roughly 300 of my customers throughout the years to come celebrate with me not only my 20 years as a professional chef, but also the release of my new cookbook, The Power of Food. 20 years, 20 recipes, 20 friends. But today I have the honor to celebrate 20 of my most dearest friends whom have supported the Chef Rey brand for the past 20 years of my culinary career. It's not every day we're surrounded by people whose mission is to inject love into their life. The world really needs more optimists, encouragers, and inspirers to speak into the hearts of others and say, I believe in you. That's what each one of them have done for me. It has made me follow my passion and live my purpose. The difference between success and failure is simply to believe. Thank you all for believing in me. Welcome to the Power of Food. Good evening, good evening. How's everybody? I am not scheduled to talk, but I figured I better take the mic for a minute. How's everybody doing? Okay, buffet's open, so let's go ahead and start eating. There's plenty of people coming in. So there's brisket, chicken, shrimp, courtesy of my seafood purveyor, Leo back there, my brother Leo. I've worked with Leo for the whole 20 years in culinary. Beautiful family. And then I have some vegans tonight as well. Yeah. So my sisters vegans. There's baked potatoes. So on the vegans you can eat the beans, the rice, and the street corn. There's vegan butter as well. I think I did pretty good there. And help yourself to dessert. Just be careful because if you eat too much, the A1C will go up because it's quite a bit of sugar over there. All right. So let's have some fun. I'm overjoyed. I'm speechless, and the only person who can do that is God. So let's, Mayor, come on, Mayor. Ex-City of Houston, Mayor. Would you mind blessing the food for us?
All right. Father God, we come before you this evening on a glorious evening for a fantastic occasion. And we thank you for assembling us all together here this evening for fellowship, fun, and good food. And Father God, we just pray that you'll continue to bless each and every one of us. And then as we prepare to eat this evening, help us to be mindful of those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And we'll give you all the praise and the glory. Amen.
Amen. Good God. Let's eat. Go for it. There's plenty. There's no order. Just take off. I did. The book, Power Food, if you want to purchase it, is $30 by the cash and $32.46 credit card.
Thank you, Chef Rey. Finally, he gives up the microphone. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I know what y'all are thinking. I know what you're thinking. You are looking at this running show and saying, oh, snap, we're going to be here all night.
No, we're not.
And I promise you won't. As long as somebody's not get the microphone again. But anyway, good evening. I am Clarinda McGrady, and I have the privilege to be of service to Mr. Chef Rey, to be his mistress of ceremony this evening. So I'm honored to be here and to see many of you once again. And what is this evening and why are we here? According to Chef Rey, the common thread that connects us is through food. We are celebrating the power of food and how it has connected us all. 20 years, 20 recipes, and 20 friends. Or in this case, 275. And now I have the extreme pleasure of bringing up someone that I have done life with for the past 25 years, y'all. The most handsome, the most sexy, the most smartest man that I know. My husband, NBA Hall of Fame, Mr. Tracy McGrady.
27 years, babe. Good evening. I'll be short because we do have a long program. 20 years ago, leaving Orlando, coming to Houston, and had an amazing chef in Orlando. And I was looking for the same thing when I got here to Houston. You gotta have great nutrition. And I think I was late when Chef Rey was at the house. I was flying in town, and I show up, and Chef Rey has a feast like he is feeding our whole neighborhood. But what I gravitated towards, because I love sweets, I'm 23, 24 years old at the time, he had so many desserts laid out. I skipped the food and went straight to the dessert, right? I tasted this man's dessert, and I told my wife, like, we gotta hire him. Like, he's our chef. I don't care who is in the lineup coming next, like, he's our guy. And that's what ended up happening, for real. Like, I hired Chef Rey, not even worried about the other guys. So whoever those other 5 guys was, I'm sorry, but Chef Rey just he set the tone from the dessert. Food, Chef Rey is mastery at that and makes amazing food, but to me, Chef Rey is just, he's an amazing person. I mean, if you see, this room is here because, not only because he makes great food, but he's an awesome human being. This is an amazing man. And Chef, I never had the opportunity, so I'll tell you in front of all these people, I appreciate you for those 5 years of keeping me healthy, right? Feeding my family, taking care of my family. Most importantly, somebody that I could trust around my family.
All right, now.
I remember watching you in the stands with my son and my daughter on the basketball court, and just saying how grateful and how thankful I am to have you in our life at that time. It's been 20 years of a great brotherhood that we have. I know we don't talk often, but when I do talk to you, you have so many gigs, Chef Rey. Like, every time I talk, seriously, if you're struggling with trying to find somewhere or work, please just consult with Chef Rey, because every time I talk to Chef Rey, he's working for this person, he's working for this organization. Like, this man always reinvent himself and is always going to stay busy. The journey that you're on, Chef Rey, continue to stay on that journey, brother. You're changing and making an impact in a lot of people's lives. And from the McGrady family, we're so grateful and so thankful for everything you've done for us. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. Next, we have the Honorable Sylvester Turner, who has served us proudly for Houston's mayor the past 8 years. Come on up.
Thank you, Doc. Look, let me just say that I was already full before coming here tonight. Chef Rey catered for us on Sunday. And but I've been eating on Chef Rey's food. Sunday night, Monday, lunch today. Then I get here tonight. I said, oh, ate some more. I'm gonna go home tonight. Still working on everything. But he has been the chef for the Turners for the last 8 years. It is in the power of food, but it's more than about food. It's about relationships. And tonight we're here to celebrate a relationship. All the best, man. Thank you.
Thank you for just my being invited, and just the love that I am feeling is just, it's an honor. It is an honor to be here and just to be with everyone else that matters so much in Chef's life. And I wish I could put this all in a little bottle and open up every Saturday morning and just enjoy that. These are things that we share and say. I do owe you a due date on my own book. That he's the one driving that. He's the one helping me get there. Thank you, Chef.
Talking about a publication, another publication, and I was a young journalist and said, he wants to tell the story. Chef Rey.
Yeah.
He just poured himself out. His story was intriguing, and it was all about, he was living the definition of God's gift.
So let's talk about the book. People that were responsible for my career at each phase. And I wanted them to say a few words about not just me as an individual, but how the power of food through me affected their lives. So in this wonderful, beautiful book, I have 20 friends that I've selected. Those 20 friends wrote an essay. Also, within that essay, there is a QR code on each page. And on that, and once you scan the QR code, you get to go to my YouTube page and you actually get to listen to the conversation where I hosted a brunch for these 20 friends. And this is one of the videos that is playing currently that's on YouTube and one of the friends. So it's not just your average cookbook. It's not a cookbook. It's actually a book.
Chef Rey, I am not sure where to start, but as I think of our friendship and the thought of you celebrating the power of food and 20 years as a chef, 4 things come to mind: faith, family, friendship, and food. People reading this may think it's odd that food is last on my list, but if you know Chef, it all makes sense. Food is his gift to all of us. His faith has allowed him to master this gift, and his family gave him the support and showed him how to love the Lord.
I would like to bring up Mr. Keith Jones, Houston Rockets Senior Vice President of Basketball Operations.
Chef came to work for us, and like everybody said, the food, you don't even have to talk about the food, but it's everything else he brought. It's just who Chef Rey was and what he brought every day, and how he changed things. He changed people, and he used food to do that. And it's magical. I was thinking, I was hearing Clarissa talk and Tracy and everybody, and I was like, what is it? What can I say? What can I leave up here? And I go back to a quote Maya Angelou said, right? You might forget what people said. You might forget what people do, but you'll never forget how they made you feel. And that's Chef Rey. He always made you feel, when you left, you felt better. So, from the bottom of my heart, I love you, I appreciate you, and look forward to 20, 30, 40 more years.
Okay, let's hear it.
Mr. Carlos Baran, Director of Security of Major League Baseball.
I wish I had that title. I'm just Mrs. Baroon. So I've been asked to speak tonight on behalf of my husband and our family on this special night that we've all set aside to celebrate our dear friend, Chef Rey. So tonight, as we celebrate this impressive 20-year milestone, we also celebrate 2 decades of cherished service to his community. Chef, we celebrate your friendship, your life, and the gifts God has given you that you have shared with each of us. Congratulations, happy anniversary, and my family and I can't wait to be a part of your continuing journey. Thank you for everything.
I just gave us some good wine. Okay, good people. How's everybody? What's up, Leo? Hey, this guy here, this is the shrimp guy, so the shrimp's good. Man, y'all on time. How you doing, Pastor? How you doing, Pastor? Good to see you.
You too, man. Congratulations.
How's everybody? Brother Bobby. Everybody good? Sophie. What they name? Everybody's in the photo booth. How you doing? John. John. Thank y'all for coming. How's everybody?
Tyler Walks come up and she will have the introduction of the original 20 friend.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? First, begin with an expression of immense gratitude to you, Chef Rey. One of Rey's most beautiful gifts is the fact that he is not only someone who is agentic in their expression of love through multiple gifts divinely given, but you are also able to express divine communication through an agency that I know is anointed to you by the one and only Creator. Thank you for allowing us to bear witness to your life. Thank you for allowing us to absorb the gifts that you've chosen to share with the world. And thank you, each and every one of you here, to bear witness to the beautiful human, an agentic person and giver of love. That is Chef, Lover, and Oracle, Rey Dothard. Congratulations, Rey. Thank you, Doctor.
Past President of the Art Institute of Houston and past Chancellor of Art Institutes.
Chef Rey stands as a beacon as to what it means to follow one's passion and make a mark on the world. Few careers allow for such profound expression of passion, and even fewer individuals embrace calling for that with such fervor and dedication as Chef Rey has done. Chef Rey's journey is a testament to the transformative power of pursuing one's true calling. Chef Rey's accomplishments are a source of immense pride for the Art Institute, and his story exemplifies the Institute's mission to cultivate talent and passion, transforming them into remarkable careers such as Chef Rey has had. Your journey is a celebration of passion, dedication, and the transformative power of food. Again, here's to many more years moving forward. Thank you.
Everything is so good. I don't have any just one thing that I hate that I can point out, because everything is good. Y'all, you fell in love with Chef Rey. I think he fell in love with you.
And the beautiful thing about life is it is a journey. Mother Jefferson is the epitome of what a virtuous woman, but most important, what a mother is. And I love you, Mother Jefferson. God bless.
And I must say that I'm honored today, Chef. Thank you for putting me on a program to be among Houston's finest. So I know this has got to be Houston's finest here tonight. Do you believe that? 20 years ago, somewhere in the vicinity of such, I come home from church after a simple worship service, and there's a vehicle, a hoopty, backed in our driveway. And I can't figure out who this is. Are we being robbed on a Sunday morning? But after we're able to go in, I find out there's this guy in our house cooking a personal, a chef's meal for me, and I cannot believe it. And on that day, you gave me these hats. Well, that was one visit, and the other one. It ain't much to it, it's falling apart, but this is the same hat. For those times, and we tried to keep them, and you told us one of these days, they're gonna have some value, boy. So we still got our hats. So I'll just stop by to say, thank you for letting us be a part of your life. You do the world well. You do the world well. In a world with so much confusion, conflict, and all that, it's a breath of fresh air to know that somebody like yourself shares your life with so many people.
Okay, we are moving right along in the program. Next, I would like to bring up Miss Christine Gabrielle and Morris Chen of the Niels and Esperson building, this amazing building that we are in now. Come on up. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Christine, and this is Morris, in case you were confused. Welcome to the Esperson building, and I think Morris and I probably have known Chef shorter than all of you guys, but as you guys have all said, the relationship and the introduction was immediate, genuine, and a friendship has evolved. And he came to us because he wanted to do photos for his book, for the cover of his cookbook. And, you know, it just spawned into, then he wanted to do a brunch and have dinner for 200 people here. And so, like, open up the possibility of what this iconic office building can be and, you know, what it can be in the future.
Morris and Christina was saying, I have partnered with the Esperson building. As Brother Max say, I'm always reinventing myself. I've had 20 beautiful years in the field of sports as a sports performance chef. I started with the OGs, meaning the true professionals.
Yes, yes.
This man right here, true professional.
Yes, all right. Yes, yes.
Whatever I needed to be successful as a chef, you made sure it happened, right? So through the evolution of working in the field of sport nutrition, which is what I'm titled as a sports performance chef, in the last 5 years, the whole concept has changed, right? From the training table to the trainers it became a bit overwhelming. The hours became, I'll give you an example. When we are home for a homestand, my neighbor, Mama Cook can tell you, she's like, I never see you. I'm like a vampire. I leave in the dark and I come home in the dark. Literally. My day starts 4:35 and I'm back in my driveway, my garage. It's 12:45, 1 o'clock, and turn around, I'm back up at 4:30. But because of His grace, I still look pretty young. This has been one of the best days of my life. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you our moderator for the day, The Power of Food, Dr. Clorinda McGrady.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Clorinda McGrady, and I have the privilege of being your moderator for this next hour. Today is all about you. Chef has made us all feel seen. He has made us all feel heard. He has all made us feel valued. He has made us all feel loved. And that is what the power of food does. To do exactly what God would have me to do. Remember that just every day?
Yeah.
And that reminds me of Proverbs 18:6, and it says that a man's gift will open doors and make room for him and bring him before great men. And I think that we have seen that, we have witnessed that, and we continue to witness that. And although it may seem like this day has been about him, it's really not. One of my favorite quotes is by Maya Angelou. And it says that a person will forget what you said, a person will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And we have certainly heard all the ways that each of you have made him feel through the years. However, the fact that each of you are here is a testament on how he has made you feel. Chef has made us all feel seen. He has made us all feel heard. He has all made us feel valued. He has made us all feel loved. And that is what the power of food does. I've heard you say that Chef brings a sense of comfort, of warmth, his kindness. And before, I am honored to again know him, to have him as family, to stand here, to witness him, to witness the growth. And my prayer is that God will continue to bless the works of your hand. He will continue to expand your territory. He will continue to put you before great men.
I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to top the McGrady's. You know, everything always goes back to the McGrady's. The standard was set literally 18 years ago, and I thank them so much for it. There's two things in the book that I know. One page says, there's two things I know for sure in life. One is God, two is food. That's power. I never told y'all this, but my dream when I became a chef, out of all the wonderful things that God's blessed me with, is that, but my dream is to be on the 8 o'clock hour of GMA. And I'm going to manifest it now. I'm going to speak to Terry Glenn. You're going to say, that'll go that on country Chef Rey up there. My grandmother told me at the age of 30, she said, because I thought I should be a little bit further along in life in my career. And she told me, she says, be quiet. She says, do you realize that God has already written your story? And if you sit back and you let him and allow him to tell your story, he can tell a by far greater story than you can. So I can honestly say in these 20-year span, right, that my story's already been written. And there's really nothing else to figure out because God's already written it. And I know that for sure now because as I tracked my career over the last 20 years, I realized how powerful food is. From, you know, having the opportunity to work with all the different organizations, the opportunity and access to these individuals, it's power. So I thank you once again for the opportunity to allow me to share my last 20 years with you. It is a book that I tell you, and I'm not saying it because I wrote it, I'm telling you from what reviews have come in. It is a journey. It's an emotional journey because, as I stated, there's an essay, there's also a video with conversation, and there's 20 friends that explain to you how powerful food has been in my life. Thank you.